Hey everybody, welcome back to Whiskey Book. Today we're going old school with the Reddit 5. If you could only have 5 whiskeys, what 5 would you take or have at any one time? Doesn't mean that these are the only ones you can stick to, but stay tuned and find out what I picked along with a couple alternatives. Hey everybody, welcome back to Whiskey Book. So the Reddit 5, what's the Reddit 5? Somebody long time ago, 2, 3, 4 years ago, I don't know. It was all the rage for the whiskey channels. What 5 whiskeys would you have if you could only have 5 at one time? And there were criteria for this. And the criteria set were cheap mixer. So the cheap mixer, I'm going to consider under $25 in today's bourbon world. Yeah, you can get some for 14, 15, around 20-ish, but where I'm at, there's not a lot decent under 25. So that's the first one. Second one is your daily sipper. And to me, that's maybe the most important one out of this selection is what would you choose to be your daily sipper? It doesn't mean you drink it every day. It just means that's your go-to. You had a long day, you come home, you sit down, that's the one you grab. It's not going to absolutely break the bank when you finish it off, but it's good enough to get you through. And we'll get back to that, to number 2 here in a little bit. Number 3, and I may have these next 2 backwards, but I believe number 3 was Impress Your Guest. So there was a lot of hot debate like, well, is your guest into whiskey? Are they not? I don't know that it matters. I think Impress Your Guest is whether they know whiskey or they don't. They come in, whether it's the presentation, the bottle, the name. It's something they're going to go, wow, oh, that's kind of cool, or wow, or hey, I want to try that. So to me, that's the Impress Your Guest. The 4th is the what you call the Friday night pour. Now, the daily pour gets you through the day. The Friday night pour is that one you look forward to after a long week. Yeah, that's the one I'm going to have. I've been waiting all week to have it. Little higher quality, and yeah, it's really good. It's one that you don't want to finish the bottle off too soon because it probably costs a little bit more. And then the final category is the special occasion. The special occasion is your special occasion, weddings, family reunions. You got a big event going on, a graduation, a big birthday, whatever it is. You only pull this out for special occasions. And these are going to be your top dogs that are hard to get, but are also got to be really, really good because there's some top dogs hard to get that may not be that great. So that one's got to hit all the categories. Now, why am I doing? Well, I'm going to do a little different spin on it. Of course I am, because why I can't be normal. So this one is the top 5 Reddit 100 proof. So we're going to hit all those categories in 100 proof, and I'm just going to show you some bottles, and we'll go through them. And then I'm going to do a mini blind on the daily sippers to find out which one I think is really be my daily sipper, because I've got a couple notions. So first off, the cheap or the cheap mixers, what they call it. I've got 2 here, and these are no big surprise. I find these as absolute best mixers for the price. And 100 proof, I mean, we're at that proof for all of these anyway. It kind of makes anything you drink, it doesn't wash it out with too much proof, but it also is strong enough that you get the flavors, which is really cool. And these won't surprise anybody. The first one we have, the Evan Williams Bottled in Bond, and Bottled in Bond is the 100 proof, at least 4 years, American bourbon whiskey. I shouldn't call it American whiskey because that's something different. But Evan Williams, can't beat it. About $25 in my area. It's a Jim Beam product. You get a lot of kind of saltier. Some people get peanut note. I get a little nut. It's more salty to me. The second one, little bit more in my area. This is getting, I said under 25, man. This one's in my area is just kind of hitting on that spot. I think I got this for like 26, so I'm going to cheat a little bit. This is the Old Forester 100 proof. This one can stand up on its own. A lot of people like the Evan Williams on its own. I don't. To me, that's a solid mixer for me. But the Old Forester hits. It's more cinnamon, more Christmas tree. But it's got a lot of sweet, a little tinge of that Old Forester banana, maple, but really, I don't know if I got enough maple, but the cinnamon sweet barrel is really good on that, which actually really sticks out in a mixer too. So those are my cheap mixers, so to speak. And yeah, I probably cheated a little bit on the Old Forester 100, but those two for mixers stand up really well. Okay, next ones are the awesome Daily Sippers. And I got 4 here, and when we get through this list, I'm going to do a quick blind on these 4 because I want to find out if what I think is what it is. How can we have a Daily Sipper 100 proof without Knob Creek? Knob Creek is also a little bit nutty, a little bit more nutty than salty. This one is aged 9 years, Kentucky goodness. Like, you can't beat some Knob Creek. And the price, okay, so I got to go. The Daily Sippers mine are going to be about 45 or under. That's my limit. Because I'd throw rare breeds over 100 proof. It wouldn't fit in this list anyway. But if we went over that list, I'd be looking at some higher end stuff. But these are 45 or under, and I'm really looking at about the $35 range for this. I'd love to throw some Remus in here. I don't have any. I don't think I was 100 proof anyway. Second one I have, new out, the Buffalo Trace Benchmark series. This is their supposedly bottom shelf series, but it's been doing really well. I really like the full proof. If I remember right, the bonded was okay. I haven't had this in a long time, but it fits the bill, and it may be for you, and we're going to blind that and find out. Let's go. Heaven Hill. This is new in our area. I think it's new in a lot of people's areas this year. Bottled in bond. Kentucky Straight Bourbon. This one. Heaven Hill Distillery. Yeah, it's their own product. 7 years old. That's what I was looking for. 100 proof. This is... Okay, this one might be cheating a touch too. If I remember right, that might have been a little bit over 45 in my area, but it was right around that category. So we may be stretching the rules, but hey, this is my list. And in your area, I know our area is a lot more expensive than some areas. And then this is what started all this. My Cooper's Craft 100, another Brown-Forman product. This is not Old Forester, but it's Brown-Forman 100 proof. It's finished and chiseled and charred barrels. This stuff, I don't think it's age stated. That's what I'm looking at. I've probably done this 100 times and said that the same thing. It's just really good. Whatever they do, they put it in these charred barrels, and you get some of that oak tannic, but you also get some super sweet quality in there. And it's a blend of the char and the pungent oak, and then you get a lot of sweetness, and the balance is really good. So those we will We will blind here in a little bit. That's our Daily Sipper list. Our list that I have to impress your guests, because these impressed me. I've just sort of been looking at the bottles, and to me, that's what the Impress Your Guest is about. The first is, again, new to my area. I don't know if this is picking the font up on this. This is a Hirsch Selected Whiskey, the Bivouac bourbon whiskey. Of course, again, these are all 100 proof. This one is done in Kentucky. In the back, you probably inside there, it gives a whole history. Like, old Hirsch goes for like $3,000. This is okay. And Impress Your Guest, whatever you want to pay to impress your guests. This was, I think, $50 in my area, brand new. The next one I have to impress your guest, Okay, and I'm giving alternatives here. You know, you can only pick one of these to take with you, but I'm giving you all some alternatives to go with. Is the, well, I'm going to put my finger over this, and we're going to call this the Two Girl Dog Bourbon by the Two Girl Dog Distillery in Nevada, in Eureka, Nevada. How can this not impress your guest? If, you know, just the name of it. You got this and you got some of the chicken, you know what, and you can get some laughs with some friends. But those two, both right around the same price range in my area. I keep saying my area because that's when you're looking for bourbon, it's the prices range can be $15, $20 in different areas. It's crazy. And then that's just talking retail. Okay, so let's go to the Friday night pour. The Friday night pour, I don't want this bottle to go away anytime soon, but it's nice to look at. It's just nice to just sit and take some in. And at 100 proof, I have Remus. Remus Repeal Reserve, and this is 7. I don't know if 5 is the one that I hear was really, really good, but this is definitely good enough to be a Friday night pour, and it's definitely expensive enough to be a Friday night pour. This was over $100 in my area, and it's really good. It's just, I expected more, I guess, for being over $100. I've got, you know, Calumet Sam Houston's, and those have some really rich, deep flavors. This isn't that. This is sweet, but I can't use the word smooth. And it's not like just easy sipping. It just floats. It's balanced. Balanced is the word I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for, and it's definitely worth sipping on at the end of the week. Maybe not the best thing you've ever had, but it's worth a pour, and at that price, I don't want it to go that fast, so I'm definitely not daily sipping that sucker. Final one, the special occasion, and this is my special occasion bottle. I don't care what the proof is. You got to reach for the unicorns and the hard to gets, and I have it's still in the case here. Let me pull it out. I love these tubes. I leave them in the tubes. Make sure they don't get the sun on them, but have some E.H. Taylor single barrel. This is, to me, Buffalo Trace goodness just at its best. I've sort of never used to like regular Buffalo Trace. My palate's changed. I like it now. Definitely like Eagle Rare. This is Eagle Rare cranked up with a few extra flavors. I mean, you can't tell on the camera, but even the label, it's like not velvety, but almost velvety. The quality here is it's just different, and you're going to get some fruit. You're going to get some that berry Buffalo Trace. You're going to get a little more sweet. You're going to get a little more, not toffee maybe, but you're going to get a little more candy out of the E.H. Taylor single barrel. All right, let's find out which one of these. Got them right here in front of me. My lovely wife poured these. I'm going to do a quick blind. Which daily sipper is the best, and which ones of these are going to go in the whiskey book as I'm going to take this as my top 5, my Reddit. So right now, my Reddit would be my cheap mixer would be the Old Forester. I'll take that one. I think I would have to do the Two Girl Dog Bourbon for impress your guests, because that one makes me laugh when I try to say it. Remus and the E.H. Taylor are my Friday night and special occasion, because honestly, the Remus fits the bill for the Friday night, but I don't really have anything else Friday night pourish. So, and then real quick, honorable mention, another possibility for you if you really like salty is the Old Granddad Bottled and Bond is decent. That fits into this. It's kind of straddles that 25 range, could kind of go into your cheap mixer, but it's also daily pour. So, I'm going to smoke through this here. Ooh. I get sweet, I get a little bit of hay, I get very sweet. I get the first bourbon of the day kick. Probably should have had one a little bit ago. That's coming off spicy, and usually 100 proof doesn't come off spicy. I got sweet, I get barrel, I get this vanilla that's turning into licking a wooden plank. That's what I'm getting right now. That could very well be just the first drink of the day. Let's go in for number 2. Number 2 sip on A. Still getting sweet, still getting barrel. It goes down. Second, definitely not as much of a kick. Little bit of candy, just hard candy, those old hard candies that used to suck on, that almost like cherry cough drops. Sorry, I'm going to make noises hitting that thing. Not Jolly Rancher, not that sweet. All right, let me grab a quick sip of water here and we'll go to B. Like I said, I'm going to smoke through these. May help, may not. All right. B is actually not as powerful as A right off the bat. I'm still getting some young notes, getting a slight sweetness, a slight hay grain. Quite frankly, I'm having a heck of a time picking up anything on this. Let me do a little swirl on this one. Needs some help. What really helps, if you really want to get the nose out of these things, you take them out on a breezy day. Let the breeze blow it at you, and it's amazing what you can pick up with that. But I don't have that. Ooh, getting a little floral. Sorry, had to skip there. Got a little floral on that. I don't want to turn the fan on because then you couldn't hear anything. But all right, B. B is immediately lighter than A. It's a way different profile. This is where A was sweet and oak. This is malty. And I don't like malty and musty that much. Salt, it reminds me of sitting by the sea and you're getting that sea salt I don't know the smells, but that's translating to the palate right now. And then there's some, you ate a Whopper, but it was a really old Whopper without the chocolate, which really wouldn't be a Whopper at all, but hey. Okay, second sip was a little better. I'm getting almost a touch of fruit on the back of the palate. Still getting a little bit of musty, not so malty as it was before. Definitely not as sweet as A. It's this reminds me, and I don't have it here. There's also another one that if it's up your alley, you could put in here is the Jack Daniel's Bonded. It's a new one. Oof, not my thing. That is all malt. All malt. Not my thing. All right. So B is okay. As I try to drown myself with my water. Excuse me. Let's go to C. All right, C. C is cinnamon spice. Immediately, I get some cherry. Very sweet. Very cinnamony. Very, not even just cinnamon. This is almost pepper. Like black pepper. You're cooking a steak and you just put that black pepper over and you just get that. You can smell it just coming up. Not like you put it in your hand, but you put it on the steak and you just get the residue on your hands and you can smell the black pepper. That's what that is. Mixed with a strong vanilla, slight honey. Oh, yeah. Okay. That one's sweeter. That one's like A without the strong oak presence. That is a little young too. I'm not getting age on this one. I'm going to kick my butt if this is the like Knob Creek 9 or something that's actually aged. And I didn't do the finishes on the first two. The first one had a decent finish. The second one was still all malt. This one, the finish I'm not liking. This finish is musty. This finish sort of reminds me of B with a stronger flavor to it. One more. There's a sweetness in the back, this vanilla cream that wants to come out, but this maltiness is like, they're like having a boxing match and the malt is winning, and I wish it wouldn't. Whew. That's what, yeah. All right, let's go to D. Oh, D. I don't know why I think I got this my last set too. Candy canes and Christmas trees. Whew. And I can smell eggnog even though it doesn't really smell like eggnog. I just getting that feeling from this. Sometimes the smells you get aren't exact smells. They're a feeling that it gives you. Oh, that is so much denser than all of the other ones. It's got spice. It's got heavy. This one's more toffee, more caramel. And I get cola. I get like a frosty cola. There's a difference from Coke to a Coke Frosty when you put the frozen in there, and this is more that frosty. Ooh. A little banana, too. Okay, the nose was a little better than the palate right now, but the palate isn't bad. Palate's sweet. I'm getting oak. I'm getting spice. I'm getting oak. The finish, I'm trying to find the finish. There's vanilla. My printer just talked to me. I'm getting vanilla on the back of my tongue. That's what that is. Vanilla oak mixture. Oh, definitely banana on that one. Holy cow. That wasn't vanilla on oak. That was, you dropped your banana while you were camping on a tree, picked it up, little pine needles on there, a little bit of wood, and you just ate the damn banana. That's what that was. I'm getting so much banana on D now, and none of these do I ever remember getting banana on. So, wow. Okay, I'm gonna rank these. No, I'm not. I'm gonna do some A/B here. Be right back. All right. I've A/B'd the crud out of these things. Definitely have a clear winner. Make sure you can see these. Whiskey Book style. Podiums are, and I've used these before. Third place, well, I haven't used this one. Delta Force by Charles Beckwith. History of Delta Force, if you're into that thing. Second place is Terry Pratchett, Guards. Terry Pratchett's a freaking genius writer. You got to pay attention, but wow. And then Once an Eagle, I've used this one before. Top spot, Anton Myers. You can ask Jack Carr, who wrote the Terminal List, how good Once an Eagle is. Amazing. All right, let's cut to the chase. Last place was B. What is B? Nope, that's not B. Oh, B was Benchmark Bonded. Doesn't shock me. We're going to put that over there. The Benchmark Foolproof is really good for the money. Holy smokes. It's like $30. Really good. Benchmark Single Barrel. I must have got a good single barrel. Some people didn't like it. Mine was good. The Bottled and Bond, that mustiness. That's the one that was musty? No. No. Okay, third place, C. Oh, I think I know which one C is because I just looked at it. Yep, the Knob Creek 9-year. That doesn't surprise me either because Knob Creek 9 has not always been my favorite. The Knob Creek Single Barrel 120 proof. Oh my goodness, do I love that thing. All right, so we are between. This actually kind of surprises me because Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond, I didn't think I'd like very well, but it's beaten these two. So let's find out what's in second place, which is A, which is Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond. And I'm going to tell you, not just because I know what they are now, but these two, going back and forth on any given day, those two could flip-flop. This one's the clear winner, which winner, Cooper's dinner. No, that was stupid, I know, but hey, I will drink Cooper's Craft any day. This Cooper's Craft 100 used to be about $28. I think it's now $33. It fits the bill for a daily sipper. It has supplanted everything I have for a daily sipper. I used to do some Russell's 10. I used to do some other things, and I still like those things, but this I always want this in my cupboard, and this, I didn't know which one it was, and this absolutely proves that that's true. Thank you for watching Whiskey Book. So in the Whiskey Book this time, we are taking, this is the Old Forester 100 is our cheap mixer. We're taking Cooper's Craft as our daily sipper. We're taking 2 Girl Dog bourbon, I'm sorry, I'm just not going to say it, as our impress your guest, because who doesn't want to laugh at that? Remus, I mean, the bottle alone, holy crap. And then come on. Colonel E.H. Taylor single barrel. I was lucky enough to get one of those. Not everybody can. I understand that. I feel so fortunate to have it, and I never want that bottle to go away. I wish that would just refill itself. But hey, thanks for watching Whiskey Book this time, and I will see you next time. Thank you.